What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and we are back for a quick little live reactions video to the DFB Cup Pokal draw. And for you guys' pleasure, I'm not wearing a hat again because, apparently you guys don't mind that when that happens. But nevertheless, we didn't go live when the news broke about who we drew against because honestly, still a little bummed out from the weekend's result, but I digress. We're going to go live now. We're not going to be live for a crazy amount of time, but we're just going to basically go over my thoughts and reactions to the draw pretty much. So, looking at the draw, the games are going to be anywhere between, I think, March 2nd or March 3rd. I heard that they're going to be on the 2nd, but I don't 100% know. As you guys see on screen, there's the quarterfinal matchup. There's 4 games. The first one, first, my natural instinct was crap. Like, I'm not excited for this draw. I don't really want to play Gladbach. This could have went so much nicer for us in many different ways. But then I really thought through it. I guess it could have went worse. So, going at the first little draw that we see there, we see RB Leipzig versus Wolfsburg. If I'm being completely honest, those are the two teams I would have liked to avoid the most. Absolutely Leipzig. I was probably the last team I wanted to see us play. And then Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg's in excellent form this season. They have a great goal scorer. They're led by a fantastic coach. They're playing very good football. So those are the two #1 teams that I wanted to avoid, and luckily enough, we did. The second matchup, I honestly would have taken either one of those teams, but I know Bremen has got, our number in the last few seasons, but in reality, I would have probably still took Bremen over Gladbach. I know it sounds crazy because we don't do very well with them, but on paper, come on, like, we're the superior team to them, as is Gladbach. So I would have took either one of those teams. And then, of course, Kiel and Essen, I would have obviously took one of them as well. Both of them are on a tear, and hopefully, in my books, Kiel makes it to the semifinals because, they knocked out Bayern. They deserve a nice cup run. And then that obviously left Gladbach, which is a team that we got drawn against. And I don't really know what to think. It's not the best draw we could have got. There's probably any other team besides Wolfsburg and Leipzig I would have liked to get matched up against. I am excited that we don't have to play Leipzig or Wolfsburg. I think both of those teams are in much better form. And Gladbach, honestly, isn't in incredible form themselves. They just came off against a pretty disappointing loss to Cologne. They're still below us in the table. So all in all, I guess it's not the worst ever. I reacted pretty poorly to it. Was a little bit annoyed, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. And like I said in here, it's just Rose's audition for us because every report I've read pretty much said that he's going to be the guy going forward for us. So, I don't know. We'll see what you guys have to think about it. We have Steve here. He says, hello. Steve, how are you today? Nice to see you. Hello as well. We can get revenge against Gladbach, and that is very true. We absolutely can get revenge against them. And all in all, it could have been worse. It could have been Wolfsburg, it could have been Leipzig. It's still a much tougher tie than I would have liked, especially in the quarters. There's still, obviously, the semis, finals that we can get to, but all in all, it's going to be an interesting little matchup, and we'll see what's going on, because Gladbach isn't all rosy over there. They did beat us in a pretty comfortable win when they took us on, but it's, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting, especially considering the Marco Rose rumors. Yeah, it's March 2nd or 3rd, still to be determined which exact date we're playing, and yep, either way, we'll be doing a watch-along here on the channel, because the last, Cup game we did was the Paderborn game, and it was one fantastic one, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And yes, guys, like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, all that fun stuff, and we really appreciate it. If you guys weren't aware, we had a crazy amount of viewers there on the weekend we were over on Dortmund's Twitch. We got to my personal record. Obviously, 12,000 people watching at a single time, so that was very incredible being over on Dortmund's Twitch and seeing all the love and support there. But the fixtures for Gladbach is crazy city, us. Leverkusen and another. Very true. Very true. Yo, Fully Welsh, what's going on, my friend? Gladbach. That's okay. Can we get 20 likes? Yes, we can. Gladbach. When is the match? The match is scheduled for March the 2nd or the 3rd. It's going to be an interesting match. It's not obviously the one that I wanted to see, but knowing how this season has been, pure disappointment, honestly, in the league so far. We're 4 points out of a Champions League position, and we crucially need a Champions League position. That's no debate about it. That is number one thing that we need to be on our agenda. Champions League, whatever happens, happens in my opinion. I mean, I love a deep run. I'm not expecting anything really from there, but we made it to the round of 16. We have a decent tie against Sevilla. Let's see what we can do, but the one competition that we really could win, honestly could win, is this one right here. And it sucks that we got a tough task in the quarters, but a couple people were reaching out to me on Twitter and Instagram saying, got to beat the best to be the best. So it's a totally winnable game. I'm not saying that it's the worst thing that could have ever happened that we drew Gladbach. It's just there's a lot of other teams that I would prefer to play, but all in all, it'll be a great quarterfinal matchup, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we will be doing a watch along here on the channel, so let's hope the little paddleboard magic comes in and we can get a big result. I mean, to be honest, it was just a matter of time before we were going to play a bigger team. We got unlucky in the quarters and not later. We could have been worse and not gotten through the round of 32. Very true. We've been knocked out in the round of 16 the 3 previous years, so we did get a decent luck of the draw up until the Gladbach game. But again, in my opinion, it could have been worse. Make or break week for us. Gladbach on the 2nd, Bayern on the 6th, Sevilla on the 10th. What a week that is going to be, guys. We know that. We absolutely do. It's going to be insane. All those 3 of those games are going to be do or die. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And yes, Bayern's semifinal is going up. I will probably not be watching. I'll do my best to tune in and out. Maybe tune into George's live chat, see what we can go do there. But we'll go for the underdogs. We'll go for the underdogs in that one, and then even Tigres in the finals if we have to. Prediction for the matchup? I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of predictions of lately, and they've been going the complete opposite way. I'm also bad luck on Dortmund's Twitch, so I don't know if I want to do a prediction because I would more than likely just say Dortmund's going to win because I just sit, hope, and pray. But have you seen the transfer gossip that if we don't get into Europe at the end of the season, Sancho and Reina? Yes. And Rafa. Yes, Rafa as well. I don't believe that no matter what happens, I don't think Guerrero or Holland will be leaving this summer, in my personal opinion. I think Sancho's very likely to leave, whether we get Champions League football or not. And Reina, again, just signed that crazy long-term deal. I don't think even at his age, not getting Champions League football would rule him out. So honestly, I don't believe in any of those rumors. I feel like Reina, Holland, and Guerrero will all stay. But in my opinion, I think Sancho's got a very, very high potential leaving this summer, and only time will really tell if he will go or not. Josh, you should predict Bayern wins and stream it on Twitch. My prediction is that Bayern is going to win 2-0. Let's go on Dortmund's Twitch and see if we can throw some voodoo their way. Yes, I am very bad luck on Dortmund's Twitch. We know that. We got a couple more streams lined up on their channel. We got the Hoffenheim one. We got a lot of something very, very special going on for the Schalke game. So you guys are gonna definitely want to tune into Dortmund's Twitch for the Schalke game and the Hoffenheim game. Hope I can turn around my magic. But those are the 2 next watch-alongs playing on theirs. We will be back on ours for the Sevilla games, the Gladbach game, and of course the Bielefeld game as well. So we'll be going back and forth, and hopefully I can just break my streak because it is a little embarrassing. We got Mr. Tatum here. Buzz Jens. Hello, my friend. But yeah, guys, let me know what your guys' prediction is against the Gladbach game, and if you were satisfied with it. Because, like I said, all in all, it could have been Wolfsburg, it could have been Leipzig, it could have been worse, but it could have also been a lot better. So I don't know. Those are my little reactions on it. Like I said, I wanted to go live yesterday when it dropped, but I was just in a mood where I was just bummed about our disappointing result. Now we're 4 points off, especially as once Frankfurt won 3-1, I was like, damn, I'm just going to sit back and relax on my Sunday, and that's exactly what I did. So hopefully we'll be able to turn it around against Gladbach because I desperately want to win this competition. I think honestly the club needs it. City needs it, us fans need it, and it's a very, very winnable competition. We just need to figure it out and see what we can do there, but there's nothing too much more to say. I wasn't going to go live for very long today to discuss this. I just wanted to give you guys a little look, obviously, at the competition. I will do some predictions, though. I will, just before we get off here. Taking a look at the Wolfsburg game, I'm going to probably go for Leipzig. I think Wolfsburg does have a fair shot, because I honestly think they are playing some good football, but I think, all in all, when it comes down to it, Nagelsmann will get the better over Wolfsburg, and we'll put a 2-1 victory for Leipzig. I think Bremen's going to win 2-0. I think our boys Kiel will probably win 2-1. I think that'll be a close affair. I think Essen can put up quite a fight. They've shown that they can, but I think there's something magic about that Holstein Kiel team that they're gonna find their way in the semifinals. And then of course Dortmund, Gladbach, the big one. And I don't know. I don't want to do a prediction, man. I really don't. but I'm going to go for Dortmund. I am. Of course I am. Probably just completely jinx it because that's what I do, but I'll go for Dortmund. Close 2-1 game maybe. It's going to be fun to see. It's going to be fun to see. Focus on the CL and the Cup. No, we can't. The number one thing we have to focus on absolutely has to be the league. We need to get top 4 or it is an absolute disaster season and a lot of our good talent could walk. And yes, at least it's not Bremen. I guess that could be true. For next month's schedule, it's honestly unfair, but there shouldn't be any excuses. Let's go BVB. Yes, Fernando, I agree. There's going to be some big games going up. And our last comment of the day, I saw some videos on Dragowski. He is really good at Fiorentina, and he holds the record for the most saves, which is 18 in a single game. He could be a real steal if we can get him. And he's the number one target for me. I mean, I know Galashi is rumored because of the amazing deal that we could potentially get at a 10 to 15 million. It's a little crazy, but yeah, he blocked me. Core, I blocked you on Instagram because you kept sending me a lot of messages saying to switch over and become a Bayern fan. It doesn't work like that, okay? So stop sending me... I'll unblock you. I have no problem unblocking you. Just stop sending me message after message after message after voice message saying to switch to Bayern. I'm not a Bayern fan. I don't like Bayern. I'm a Dortmund fan. I have a channel about Dortmund. So that is why I blocked you. Nothing against you, Core. If you will stop sending me messages, I promise I'll unblock you on Instagram. But in the meantime, you keep sending me things about Bayern, and I don't care. I don't like Bayern. So that is why. That is why. That is why you're blocked. And like I said, I'll give you one more chance. I will unblock you. But if you send me one more thing telling me to become a Bayern fan, you will be blocked again. That is why, okay? Do you understand? Good. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time we have now. Shout out to Core, big guy, huge guy on Instagram. Sorry that I blocked you. Okay, Core, you get it. I'll unblock you. I promise. There's no more stuff about Bayern. You want to talk to me about anything else, you absolutely can. We can talk, but just no more telling me to become a Bayern fan because I won't do it. But all right, guys. Thanks for staying tuned, and we'll be back. We have a couple little interesting videos coming up this week. So until next time, guys, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.